Hello again, this is Catherine Bliss. Today I'm reviewing a site called blacknegative.com. Black Negative is a site designed for designers, for photographers, videographers, and other creative types as a source of inspiration. It's also their way of advertising to businesses to get them to hire them for work. It's a very fluid site. There's a lot of video on a lot of areas in this. Right now we're viewing it on my 17-inch laptop, and you can see everything just fine. The navigation you kind of have to look for. There's a menu bar down here. And also these move around, and if you click on them, they tell you things. And basically, they're saying that the purpose of this site is to inspire creativity and innovation and that sort of thing. Anyway, we go down here to the menu. You see that we have this little piano key type navigation bar at the bottom, which is kind of cool. So if we go over to the left, we're back at the beginning. The site that I think it probably did the best on was the Ralph Lauren site. We have a combination of static images and some video. The video is very artistic, very beautiful. There's a lot of out of focus scenes that are obviously shot that way to convey emotion and being in the moment and just the feel of being where they're at. And then things come into focus when they want to make a point. I think that even though it's beautifully done and the music is really nice, let me click on that for a little bit. It's beautiful. My only critique of this would be that the out of focus is overdone. There it's really subtle and nice. Have suffered so much that I deserve to be one more time. That it's just too much out of focus for my particular taste. Anyway, we're going to move on. So the next site, and the navigation here is real interesting. The layout with the diagonal lines is very creative. But it makes you kind of wonder where you're supposed to go next. But they have these lined up like this. Bose site is very interesting. We have the flying headphones. It does indicate that we should be able to have some interactivity going on here. I haven't found any on this one yet. It is kind of fun to watch though. But I'm not going to spend any more time there because. Next one is interactive designs. We try to make the web a better world. Here we have some beautiful images of the Eiffel Tower and Paris, the City of Light. It kind of indicates that we're supposed to be able to have some interactivity going on this page, and yet I can click anywhere on here and nothing's happening. Back out. Go to the next one. Odisseo. Not sure if I'm saying that right. This one's kind of cool. You pull on the cow, you click on the cow, and stuff happens. And launch film. That's kind of cool. And here we have pictures of cows. Very exciting. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one's kind of fun. It's called Kindy, The Fantastic Adventures of George the Sock. Excuse me. And the way you launch the episode is you click on the tassel. So we have the Psycho Love story. And there's George the Sock.
My name is Seth. Show Seth.
Recette téléphone maison.
Okay, that's enough of that. Speed dating is kind of fun. Well, it's all in French, so if you speak French, you might understand.
Hein? Bah quoi? Te prends ton pied, hein?
Excuse-moi, j'ai pas compris.
Bah, tu n'as rien compris. C'est pourtant simple. Ça dit...
Don't have to speak French to know she didn't like that. Now what is Super George? Not this again.
My name is...
Okay, that's enough of that. Fun, but not sure the purpose. Let's see. Oh, wait, let's go back. It's kind of touchy with the navigation. You have to get on it just right. You don't click it, whatever you do, until you get up there. Now this is an interesting image. Here, you take the circle and you go all around, and you can click on it all day long and nothing happens anywhere on here until you get right in the center. Then things start to come into focus, and then it tells you that this is they're advertising for the European Society of Cardiology. Click on that, and it takes you to a video. Anyway, again, I think their strength is definitely in their video and in their creative presentation, but some of the functionality is a little wonky. This has an interesting gallery, I guess you call it. Interesting display of their photos. And you can pin them on Pinterest or whatever. If I click on it, there's each little pane has about 3 or 4 pictures. But nothing happens in the middle, and that's pretty much all that site does. Back to the menu. The smallest glucose device. Montreal. Okay. This one is beautiful. There's just my only complaint with it is some of the lighting. So some of the lights are so bright, like there where the flashing lights are. It's pretty bright, but it's very beautiful. Let's see. Next. So that's an interesting way of showing their clients and the links. I would expect to be able to click on one of these though and link to those clients' pages, and you can't. So that's disappointing. And I click on that and it takes me back to the same place. So that's a little disappointing. In the sky. Oh, this is more Ralph Lauren. This is where they really use the out of focus. Most of this is out of focus. It's cool, and it's not. But I get where they're going with it. Anyway, I can't watch too much of that. It makes my eyes cross. Okay, what has Citron have to say here? Drag it. Oh, now this is kind of cool. Let's see. Let's launch Citron Construct. This is really cool, but it is a little jerky. I notice a lot of their video is, and I've got pretty beefy computer, so it shouldn't be jerky like that. Not sure what that's about. Anyway, let's go to the next one. That one has promise. Well, the last part is contact. So if you want to get a hold of Black Negative, somewhere you click on here. Where do you click on here? Well, there's their email. The email works. That's good. Let's go back. Can we go back? And see our projects. Can't see the projects. Unless, oh, I guess the arrow is pointing at the menu. Okay. Okay, so that's about it. I did test it on for responsiveness on mobile devices. I tested it on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, the Android device, and it's not so good. It loses. It's not sized for. It's not designed for mobile devices. Basically, I can resize it here, size it down, and there we go. I mean, you can see parts of it, but it doesn't really rescale. It's still functional on here, sized weird, but if I put it on either one of my cell phones, I have a Note 4 and an iPhone 6. On the Note 4, you get a black screen, you get a couple of little elements that you can see some of the words, and you get you can scroll side to side. You click on it and nothing happens, so it really doesn't have any functionality. The iPhone 6, you get a blank screen. Except for you get one of those little round circles. It's on one of the panes. I think let's see, which one is that? It would be for one of these here. Anyway, you get one of the circles in the center, and you can't do anything with it. So it's not friendly for mobile devices, and it's not scalable. So it's a miss on that one. As far as the fun factor, wow factor, it's got that, I think. It's so sensitive to touch. It almost makes it more challenging to navigate than if it was just a click and drag or just a click. But basically,